Hello, Ravens. Coach Kraft. We'll continue to review some of the things that we're learning in Code Academy. Your first lesson was on HTML structure. And as we look at this page in front of us, we see our HTML, which contains all the information in the document. We see our head here, which contains instructions for your web browser, including the title, also the language that the website is going to appear in. Now, inside the body, that's where the majority of the content for the web page is going to go. I want to talk about one specific lesson that you saw in Code Academy that's very important. Once we're in the body, if we just start putting stuff in, it'll all be lined up. And one of the things you want to do is create different divisions in your web page. And one of the easiest tools to do that under the insert is right up here. Your first choice is a div. And once you add a div, it appears on the web page and starts to break up that area of the web page. Okay. Now, there's a distinct difference between a div, which is a general name for those dividers, and a HTML tag. So if we go back up here and look under insert, and you'll see all kind of of HTML tags that we can use. Header, which we've already used, navigation, main, aside, article, section, footer. And these are more specific tags given to a div. Okay, a header is a div, but in HTML it's known as a header. That gives it specific properties that are recognized by your HTML. Okay, and that's one thing we will do. Okay, instead of starting with this div, let's go ahead and put your header in here. So I'll go insert header under div, click on header. Okay, at the insertion point, there we go. Okay, so now we're off and running. All right, now notice you may say, hey, what is this head? Is that the same thing? Two different tags. Okay, the header tag is going to contain a lot of specific things that we like in our web page. Right here, what they do in Dreamweaver is give you this content just so if you look at the web page, this will show up and you know where the header is. Okay, and we can also give this section or this div different qualities that'll help it distinguish it from everything else. We can add a border, we can change color size, we can change the actual size and shape so that it'll appear on that web page in whatever we define parameters. Okay. All right. So we can go inside the header, and this will be something that we'll work on as we build our web page. Notice that I tabbed and I opened that. You'll hear me say all the time, give me some air. Okay. And that's because I like for things to appear so that you can read and it'll be more defined. I always tab in on a subsection. So look right here. And let's just talk about parents and children real quick. The parent of the whole website is the HTML. Okay. Now, the children of the HTML are the head and the body. Okay. Now, the grandchildren of the HTML and the children of the body, right now, the only thing we have in here is the header. And so that's why I like to structure it like this. So it's very easy for me to look at, especially when my eyes are tired from watching 4 or 5 hours of football film. It's very easy for me to look at your HTML and pick out the different sections. Okay. All right. Now, if we want to go further into the header, okay, one of the things that appears inside the header, there's another tag, insert nav or navigation. Click on that at the insertion point. Okay. And now we have nav. It's almost like the hole in the ground, the root in the hole, the tree on the root, limb on the tree, tree and hole. Anyway, you get it. Look it up on YouTube. Listen to that song. But anyway, the nav is the child of the header, which is the child of the body. which is child of the HTML, and also the body is the brother of the head. Okay, this all come in handy because sometimes you'll have a web page that won't display properly, and what'll happen is sometimes your opening and closing tags will get off, and that will cause the structure of your web page to not work. Okay, like when I click on here, it shows me that the body in the opening body tag, closing tag. The only difference between open and close is that / that comes right there, and you know it's a closing tag. So it's very important to know, because if I tell you, okay, after the header, but inside the body, insert a div, you would have to click right here. Okay. If you went and clicked right here, okay, that would not work. All right. And somehow if if the header open and close got outside of the body, that wouldn't work either. So this is why we have to know and structure our web page in order to make it display correctly. So anyway, if you have any questions, as always, hit me up on Remind.